What comes to your mind when you hear cybercrime? Data codes? Dark web? A man typing in a keyword facing the computer and wearing jacket with a hoodie? Or like James Bond hacking to a computer to finish his mission? So let's see, what is cybercrime? Cybercrime is an illegal task or action that committed malicious activities in a computer or internet. Cybercriminals use the technique like phishing, cyber extension, data breach, and identity theft and harassment. So, what are these?
Identity theft occurs when a person impersonates another person in order to commit fraud, to make transactions. Cybercriminals steal your personal information such as identity cards, credit card, and the like. Financial identity theft is the most common sort of identity theft. Criminals frequently uncover your paper receipt, including bank account information, and utilize them to steal your identity. Phishing is when someone sends an email or contacts someone pretending to be from a well-known organization in order to trick them into disclosing sensitive and personal information such as credit card numbers and addresses. Cyber extortion is a crime in which a criminal keeps your data hostage until you pay a ransom. Cybercriminals break into your computers and steal sensitive information. They frequently get access to your computer by sending questionable email containing malware or malicious software. They can be used blackmail, denial and service, and lock you out of your computer. Data breaches can occur by chance or on purpose. A data breach can be caused by weak technology, firewalls, and careless personal activity. Phishing emails and viruses are frequently used by hackers to steal sensitive and secret information, usually resulting in a data breach. Harassment in small enterprises can be various forms. Bullying and stalking are examples of harassment. Insiders may exploit sensitive information to intimidate the firm owner outside. Hackers may also exploit the information to threaten people. They don't always rely solely on business information. Many people utilize personal information such as photo, family data, and other details to harass your company or employee.
In the Philippines, we have Philippine Cybercrime Prevention Act of 2012 or the Republic Act number 10175. It is a law that defines cybercrime and provides for its prevention, investigation, suppression, and punishment. On September 12, President Benigno Aquino III approved a bill aimed at combating online pornography, hacking, identity theft, and spamming after local law enforcement agencies complained about a lack of legislative tools to combat cybercrime.
There are 9 chapters in RA 10175. Chapter 1. Preliminary Provision. Chapter 2. Punishable Act and Penalties. Chapter 3. Enforcement and Implementation. Chapter 4. Jurisdiction. Chapter 5. International Cooperation. Chapter 6. Competent Authorities. Chapter 7. Duties of Service Providers. Chapter 8. Prescribed Form and Produce. Chapter 9. Final Provision.
Section 1. Title. These rules shall be referred to as the implementing rules and regulation of Republic Act number 10175 or the Cybercrime Cybercrime Prevention Act of 2012. In Chapter 1, Preliminary Provision, titled Cybercrime Prevention Act of 2012, the Declaration of Policy states that it recognizes the importance of information technology or ICT to have intelligible access to the exchange or deliver of information and protects these communication systems, networks, database, and the confidentiality of all forms of misuse, abuse, and illegal access by making it punishable under the law.
The Declaration of Policy states recognizes the critical role of the content generation, telecommunication, broadcasting, electronic commerce, and data processing in the nation's overall social and economic growth. The state also recognizes the importance of creating an environment that promotes the development, acceleration, and rational application and exploitation of information and communications technology (ICT) in order to obtain free, easy, and intelligible access to information exchange and or delivery, and the needs to protect and safeguard to integrity of computer and communication system networks and databases, as well as the confidentiality, integrity, availability of information, and protecting the data stored therein from all types of exploitation, abuse, and unauthorized access by making such action or conducts illegal. In the relation, the state shall adopt sufficient power to effectively prevent and combat such offenses by facilitating their detection, investigation, and prosecution on both a domestic and international level, as well as by establishing arrangement for quick and reliable international cooperation.
The illegal access of computer parts and systems without legal rights. Illegal interception is made by technical means without right of any non-public transmission of computer data to, from, or within the computer system, including electromagnetic emission from a computer system carrying such a computer data. Data inference. The international or reckless alteration, damaging, deletion, or deterioration of computer data, electronic document, or electronic data message without right, including the introduction of transmission of viruses. System interference. The intentional alteration or reckless hindering or interference with the functioning of computer or computer network by inputting, transmitting, damaging, deleting, deteriorating, altering, or suppressing computer data or program, electronic document, or electronic data message without right or authority, including the introduction or transmission of viruses. Misuse of devices. The use, production, sale, procurement, importation, distribution, or otherwise making available without right of cybersquatting. The accusation of the domain name over the internet in bad faith to profit, mislead, destroy reputation, and deprive others from registering the same computer-related forgery. Computer-related fraud. The unauthorized input, alteration, or deletion of computer data or program, or interference in the functioning of a computer system causing damage thereby with fraudulent intent, provide that if no computer-related identity theft, the intentional acquisition, use, misuse, transfer, possession, alteration, or deletion of identifying information belonging to another, whether natural or juridical, without right, provided that if no damage has yet been caused, the penalty impossible shall be 1 degree lower. Cybersex. The willful engagement, maintenance, control, or operation directly or indirectly of any lascivious exhibition of sexual organs or sexual activity with the aid of a computer system for favor or consideration. Child pornography. The unlawful or prohibited acts defined punishable by Republic Act number 9775 or the Anti-Child Pornography Act of 2009, committed through a computer system, provided that the penalty to computer system shall be 1 degree higher than the provided in Public Act number 9775. Unsolicited commercial communication. The transmission of commercial electronic commission with the use of computer system which seek to advertise, sell, or offer for sale products, services are prohibited. Libel. The unlawful or prohibited acts of libel as defined in Article 355 of the Revised Penal Code as amended, committed through a computer system or any other similar means which may be devised in the future.
The fine or penalty depends on the sections committed by the cybercriminal. The fine ranges to 200,000 pesos or not exceeding 1 million pesos, and they can also be in person.
In Section 10, law enforcement authorities, the National Bureau of Investigation, and the Philippine National Police shall be responsible for the efficient and effective law enforcement of provision of this Act. The NBI and the PNP shall organize cybercrimes unit or center mained by special investigation to exclusively handle cases involving violation of this Act. In Section 11, duties of law enforcement authorities to ensure that the technical nature cybercrime and its prevention given priority, law enforcement authorities, specifically the Computer or Technology Crime Division or units responsible for the investigation of cybercrimes, are required to submit timely and regular reports to the department, including pre-operation, post-operation, and investigation result, as well as any other documents may required to the Department of Justice for the review and monitoring.
No, RA 10175 does not guarantee that you will be safe. This is simply a preventative measure taken by the government to ensure that its citizens are adequately protected. This is not truly a defense mechanism to safeguard the country because our country is not prepared for cyber terrorists. Strike and security system aren't large enough to protect all our citizens. This indicates that the Philippines must improve the security of its territory because cybercrime is unpredictable at times. It can happen at any time without us knowing what consequences it will have on our citizens, and the Philippines has weak network connectivity, implying that any network security updates will cause issue.